Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, we give our praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh, Shimmy, Hawashai, by Shibra Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, those in the gospel of God, living up the standard of Yahweh, Shimmy, Hawashai, wherever it may be. This is real quick, man, a quick lesson. Um, it says Pentagon spells out national penalties for the National Guard members who refuse the such and such, man. Refuse the potion. Okay, like we said, man, the longest that they were gonna come down to stricter measures, man. Okay, you got various military members that's refusing this shit, man, and a lot of men that's in the military that being kind of quarantined off, arrest from population because they refuse to deal with the potion. All right, and what this is gonna do, they're putting a lot of people's jeopardy and freedoms on the line due to this because they're threatening them now with no training, no drills, and they're taking away a lot of federal funding. So a lot of these military men that was once well off, because once you're in the military, they pretty much take care of you as far as benefits and housing and boarding and stuff like that. And usually the salaries are pretty, it's pretty low because for the simple fact, room and board, all that shit, they take care of it. Insurance, you're pretty much good. So everything that you do or every month dime that you get is really tax free, especially if you take a tour. That's how they make their money. But nonetheless, man, this is gonna put people in binding because a lot of people, they either gonna resign from the military, get kicked out, or they're gonna fall victim to this beast system. Okay, which you an Israelite and you in the military, you're supposed to reject this and refuse this madness. All right, because the Spirit of the Lord is getting ready to move heavily upon this planet Earth, man. Okay, and it already is. All right, so just without further delay, it says U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has revealed the penalties that the National Guard members might face if they refuse such and such against this, giving soldiers the ultimatum that could affect their pay. And like we said, they're going to use livelihoods, man. Okay, they're going to use livelihoods. They're going to use benefits against you. Because most of the jakes that go to the military, they go because they want the benefits, etc. All right, so this is what they're using against the people, which is ultimately off, man. Okay, because the scriptures say, defer not to give a man that is in need. And you're playing with these veterans, etc. Livelihoods and freedoms, man, is going to come back and bite you. But then again, a lot of people are going to falter and they're going to succumb to this tyranny because they don't have faith in Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, and ultimately they don't know Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. It says in a Tuesday memo, Austin restates his claim that this is essential to the health and readiness of the force, but the Supreme Courts, etc., shot the shit down. They said stop all the mandates, but yet they're still pressing forth, which shows you a clear division in Babylon the Great. It says claim that it is essential to the health and readiness of the force and order the establishment of policies and implementation guidance to address the failure to maintain this military medical readiness requirement by members of the non-federalized, non-national guard who remain such and such. It says the penalties Austin outlined, including a ban on the participation in training and drills for the such and such states' National Guard members and a withdrawal of federal funding for payments of duties to those who refuse. So basically, they're going to take away your money. They're going to take away your paid training, like with the Navy SEALs. They basically stated like, well, look, you got to pay that back because they spent over millions of dollars to have these SEALs, which is supposed to be, well, allegedly the top echelon of skill and warriors in the military, man. The Navy SEALs is supposed to be like the top echelon out of the military. Okay, pretty much on par with the CIA. But it says here, the Pentagon has been engaged in a standoff between the Oklahoma State National Guard's Governor Kevin Steele requested in November that his state's guards be exempt from such and such, but the request was rejected this week. But reading on, it says the Oklahoma National Guard's 45th Infantry Brigade Commander, it says Brigadier General Thomas Mancino told his soldiers early this month that no negative administration or legal action would be taken if they refused. However, the Pentagon has repeatedly warned that refusal could jeopardize the member's status in the National Guard, even if they serve under state control instead of federal. Okay, so this is getting ready to set the biggest division in the country, and at the time that they're getting ready to go to war, all right, a lot of people are just going to say, you know what, the hell with this. What am I fighting for a country that's collapsing anyway? Because you actually got believers in the military, man, that's watching all this go down. And they've already made their chance, or they stand to serve Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. All right, because you got men in the military that know they're Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And it's a powerful thing, and it's a beautiful thing that the Lord bring brothers out of that. All right, because a lot of brothers in the truth is in the military, had years of services, and then by them being in the truth, they got excommunicated from it because they may grew their beards, or they didn't comply with federal or state orders. But nonetheless, this thing is getting ready to fall upon death. It's getting ready to go down. All right, because this is wicked as all hell. But what can you expect? Esau, Edom is the devil that the Bible talks about. All right, so I'm going to start off with the scripture, Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down on you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time." So if you think of it this way, if you look at what's going on, a lot of the American military may reject this, but that's why they have a standby army, which is known as the UN, okay, the United Nations, which they call the peacekeepers or blue hats, which they don't discriminate, man. They pop your top for even looking at them wrong, and they're real big in rape. So that's another thing too. A lot of these militias or these troops that's going to resign or get kicked out of the military, a lot of them are going to be the defense for you ordinary American citizens, because hey, the UN, sooner or later, they're going to be police in the streets when things get out of hand. And that's the whole plan. Esau is trying to start a stage of division among the people so he can be justified on having them blue hats on the streets, because ultimately they want to eliminate you people. All right, they want to take you people and they want to eliminate you because they look at you as useless eaters, and this is all about their depop agenda. This is why they came up with this whole pandemic, scamdemic, all this other stuff, because this is the plan. They want to get you out of the way, because this is Esau's ultimate plan. Really, the Lord's plan on the left-hand side. But nonetheless, man, it's going to play into the fact that all hell is getting ready to break loose on the streets of America. And this is what we're reading about in Revelation 12. All right, so let's go from here to the book of, I think it's Sirach 4:1, because the military is the only means of livelihoods for some people. Some people join the military because they didn't have no home. They didn't have nothing else to go. Some military, that's all the family they've ever known, whether they've been abandoned or orphaned, or, or that's all they had left in life. The last choice was to go to the military, and it became like a family to them. And yet you're telling people they have to take such and such in order to remain in that, well, you're going to get sent to the Middle East to be destroyed anyway. So it's really a lose-lose situation. So, the best thing to do is to say the hell with it, But it's all up to you. How about Shimmy Hawashai? So this is the book of Sirach 4:1. It says, "My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not a needy eyes to wait long." Right, and that's what Esau is doing. He's defrauding the people through fear tactics, through false ideologies, through pseudoscience. He's deceiving the people. It says, "Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress." Okay, and hey, like I said, this is gonna take a turn for the worse. At the time, the tensions are high. Economies are getting ready to collapse. You got this new variant out. Okay, you got Russia, China, these different nations, Libya. You have the military drills, Afghanistan, the Koreans, the Pakistans, India. These places are testing nuclear weapons around the clock, and yet you're putting this hellified stipend on people, man. You're putting this heavy burden on people's shoulders at the time that you need them the most. Bad enough nobody's signing up to go to the military, and the ones that's in military, you trying to turn on the fucking momos, man. And then you got the audacity to label this shit upon them, But hey, it is what it is. All right, because hey, we know that the American military is ultimately going to meet their demise at the hands of Yahushua via World War III. All right, so it says, "Add not more trouble to a heart that is already vexed, and defer not to give him that is in need." Okay, it says, "Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away the face from the poor man, and turn not away thy eyes from the needy man, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer should be heard of him that made him." But case in point I wanted to make was the fact that Esau is he's provoking people to distress with these particular mandates, man. Okay, it's a particular mandate, and he's pretty much, it's grievousness. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I believe the fifth ward of the federal court or Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken, they shot down all the particular mandates. They said, in that shit, we're not dealing with it. But this Biden administration, they're exercising their powers to pretty much supersede what the Supreme Courts are saying, which technically the Supreme Courts really have jurisdiction over all. They have the final say so on what goes. But hey, Esau ain't trying to hear that shit, which is gonna cause another division. All right. So hey, this thing is getting very, very interesting, man. All right. And hey, call lawyer, how about you? How shy we living in such a beautiful time, because hey, shit, man, we at the end of 2021. We finna enter 2022. Then we had the blood moon last week. Then we had this new Omicron that came out. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of shit happening in the world. Like I say, if you blink, you're gonna miss something. Verse 10, Isaiah 10:1, it says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed." Okay, unrighteous decree is a law. Okay, it's grievousness because, like I said, I did a video yesterday on a Jake at my job, man, and he basically said, look, he had to go against his religion, his faith, and he's a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And that's a grievous thing when a man have to forget his faith in order to keep a fucking job. It's not worth it, man, because eventually all this shit is gonna collapse, whether you get it or not. They just gonna say, haha, joke's on you. And I was reading something earlier that the elites came up with the slow kill because it would be too obvious if everybody just dropped dead at once from drinking the potion. If everybody dropped dead at once, everybody would be hip to it. But it's a slow death, neutralizing your systems inside, your immune responses to the point it neutralizes. So therefore, if you do catch something, you just drop dead from it because your blood becomes toxic. You know what I'm saying? And these particular variants, they're being released in your bloodstream. So basically, you take that, you just shut your whole body down. You just basically, your walking womb. You know what I'm saying? And they equated it to having AIDS, So it's a scary thing, man. This is the reason why, hey, I'm glad Yahweh Shai, Lord's will protect us from this tyranny, because it's going to get a lot worse. To the point they're going to start going door to door and detaining people because they're refusing. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. And what's our right? To worship Yahweh Shai in freedom without fear. But it says that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless, okay? And who is the fatherless? The Israelites, okay? Because, hey, we're the ones that's under the curses right now. We're the ones that's catching hell under this damn devil. Because that's what Esau is. He's the devil that the Bible talks about, man. And anybody that can't see that the white man is the devil, then you are the problem, okay? You're the problem. All right? So this is the book of Psalms 94, and I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, "Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud," man, okay? And the Lord is judging this place, man, and we haven't seen anything yet. Okay, just wait till all hell breaks loose. Like they keep hitting at a dark winter. Don't let these 70-degree temperatures fool you. Esau is getting ready to do something. It says, Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? Okay, and this is an honest question because this is the spirit of the prophets. We come in that same spirit. How long do we got to suffer this damn devil? How long we got to catch hell under his guisemanship? How long we got to be oppressed? Eating these poison foods, breathing the toxic air, drinking poison water. Our women are out of water. Our kids are out of water. Men are out of water. It's a big shit show. Working these dead-end jobs, man, just to make ends meet, and yet everything is going up. Like that nigga woman that got on I believe TikTok a couple of weeks ago talking about how she only had $40 to her name after she paid her bills. Well, for one thing, you making $2,000 a week, and nobody tell your stupid ass to have a $1,500 apartment. Yeah, you may could afford it at a point in time, but that's the mindset of you are being careless, not observing the times that we're in. Oh, I can make $2,000 a week, therefore I can buy me a flat or a condo. But yeah, when all hell breaks loose, that $2,000 a month, you ain't making enough money. It says, how long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? Because behind closed curtains, these devils are talking big shit. Aha, look at these idiots. You think they went on there? You think Biden and all them other demons, you think they really got this shit put in them? You crazy. Especially Biden, he would have dropped dead instantly if he really was dealing with the you know what. But it's a joke. They playing with you people, and you people are really falling for it. All right. Verse 20, last precept, it says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framing mischief by law? So, hey, man, you an Israelite, you shouldn't have no dealings with this place at all, man, outside of what you need to do. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. All praises and glory on this due to Yahweh Shai. With that, shalom.